my name's David, and I'm helping a friend here. He bought this trailer, and what we're going to do is basically we're going to go step by step how to prepare before you paint, and then the actual painting. So this is the worst wall right now, and we'll start in a minute by prepping this up, and then we're going to go to a partially prepped wall here that we've did yesterday, and put some hole filler in the walls here. And what we'll do is we'll sand this down so that it blends in. Now you have two different textures. You have a knockdown texture and a smooth texture, and in the finished product you will see no difference. And then the third step over here, we're going to start painting, because this has been prepped up, and we'll start actual painting. So we'll go to the first step, continue to the second step, and start on the third step last, and eventually we'll show the finished product. First of all, safety is the utmost. Keep your work area clean and keep it safe. So wear masks if there's mold or any other stuff that can affect you. Usually wear gloves and eye protection. So the first thing, this is the worst wall, and my friend here, Dylan, who's gonna demonstrate. First of all, you remove any of the hardware, picture frames, the awnings that hang the curtains. Let's get anything that can obstruct your painting out of the way. Okay, he's got one more over here. There you go. Now that gives us a flat surface here. Now the second thing is he's going to dust it off. He's gonna, any cobwebs, any dust bunnies, yeah. After you get it prepped and you get the holes filled and scraped, it's quite easy. This is the toughest part, to blend everything in. Now he's going to take off the faceplate over here, the electrical faceplate, because you don't want to paint the faceplates. There, set that right down, beautiful. Okay, now we're going to get the scraper. We're going to get the scraper, and we're going to scrape around the bad spots. Get any loose debris from the bad spots. Okay, you get the basic idea. Any of the stuff that sticks out. Now, any nail holes, if you would, Dylan, get a hammer in there. And any nail holes, you ding the little nail holes in. Okay, so with the hammer, any nail holes, just bang down, because you're going to cover them with putty. You're going to with wall putty. So now that he's got it brushed, the next step is to start washing the walls. If there's smokers, even if it's just old paint, you start washing the walls. So we're not going to wash the whole wall, but now what I've noticed is this stuff, Purple Power. They sell it at Walmart, at automotive places. You can spray this on or put it on a sponge and wipe it, and it takes everything off. This is the best product I've found it. I've been doing this for years. So that will make your cleaning a lot easier. Yep, so now he's spraying, and you'll see the difference. Just do a little section, that's all. See up in the corner how it's running all the dirt?
Just give it like 2 seconds to...
Yeah, give it a minute or two. And then that'll wipe off nice and easy. All right. Yep. Yeah. And then just wipe it off. You can see a big difference. Beautiful. Okay, easy. Okay, after it's been cleaned, now you have the holes that we tapped down and scraped. Now, Dylan, take some putty here. We got wall putty. It depends on the job, how big the job is, the size to buy on the wall putty. If you have just a small little room that you're gonna do, you could buy the little tubs. If you have a bigger job, you get a bigger supply. Hit the hard ones right here. Move that ladder. Hit those hard ones. And smooth them right out. Yep. Yep. Okay, see, that covers up all your holes, your picture holes, your curtain holes, and that is the process to get it ready. Now, we wait a couple hours to dry that if you're in a hurry, but leave it overnight, basically. And then that completes this little section, the beginning, and then we'll go to the next section. This is phase 2. After we prepped everything, we let this dry overnight, and you can see it's a mess, and we still haven't finished some of the tougher spots. But what we're gonna do is just show you basically, this is your result after step 1. Okay, step 2 is you're gonna sand it down. It's got lines and everything. We're gonna blend it in and smooth it. So he's got a hand sandpaper and a sander. Sander I like because it's a lot easier than scraping everything. So now he's gonna start sanding here, and he's gonna start with the electric, the easier one. Wear a mask. Now he's gonna demonstrate the hand sander. It's good on the cracks here, to get into the cracks in the joints here. And there's several products of sandpaper. There's a wet sand and just your normal dry sanding. On the wet sand, you have the wall that is already dried, and you can moisten the spots, the rough spots, and sand it down with a textured wet sand. And that will smooth it out, and you won't see if that's the way you want to go, or just the dry sandpaper, which he's doing now. So once we get all this prepped, then you're going to be ready for painting, because everything is off your wall and all the holes are patched. And the next process will be painting, the actual painting. We have a wall prepped up for that. Yep, nice and smooth. You won't see it when it's painted. Okay, next, after we primed and sanded everything. This is all ready to be painted. So the first thing is, when you're painting, make sure you have a drop cloth. You don't want little stains on your rug or your tile floors. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut in. That's the hardest part of the painting, so that if this was a different color, you would normally tape it so that the color doesn't run into the other color. But we're not going to have to tape that today because we're painting this white and this white. But say this was a off-white and this was a paisley color, or any other color, it's just tape it. So I have tape around here, but it's here nor there. So we're back here with Dylan, and Dylan's gonna demonstrate the cut in, and he's gonna do it very careful so that he doesn't make a mess on the other board.
You want to take a little bit, you don't want to dip your hole. Well, I don't anyway.
Yep. He's trying to work neat.
Take it.
That's it. Nice and easy. Okay, now we're going to go, that's the cut in. Now we're going to go to rolling. Okay, now rolling, you got to...
Make sure everything's even, right?
Yep, make sure it covers and it's even. And you can tie right in to where he cut in and not make a mess. And they have different extensions. He's got a 2-foot extension. We got a 6-foot extension here that you can roll in tall places.
Start from the top, I normally do. Get a roll. Just like that.
So normally, you do the hardest part first. You cut in around the top first, and then you do the easiest, because the day gets long, and at the end of the day, you just want to do the easy stuff last. And that's basically it. And this was a primer coat. Now, we'll put a finish coat over this, but this is priming it and getting it ready. This is Kills, and this covers everything. If you have anything left on there, this will cover it.